Good evening, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for coming to our first annual concert at the Veterans Park. We'd like to thank the City of Framingham, the Council, the Mayor's Office. We have the Police Department, the Fire Department, Park and Recs, DPW, and the Fire Department. Thank you all for coming with the trucks, the food trucks. Thank you to Park and Recs, in particular, Elaine. Stand up, Elaine. Elaine coordinated a lot of stuff. There you go, Elaine. But again, thank you. This is going to be an event that we're going to start doing every year. Like I said, this is the first event on behalf of the Veterans Council. Anyone have any questions? There are some councilmen here. Put your hands up if you're a councilman. Charlie, put your hand up. The cool guy in the glasses, Eric, and myself. So if you have any questions of what the... Nick Paganella, how could I ever forget? I apologize. If you have any questions of what the Veteran Council does, please see one of us. Tonight we have a special event by the Waltham American Legion Band, and I'll turn it over to them. Thank you again, everyone.
evening, ladies and gentlemen. You know, the hardest part out here isn't playing the music, it's keeping track of the music, but I just tried to escape. We are the Waltham American Legion Band. This band has been in existence since 1948. It was directed for more than 50 years by a woman by the name of Dot Hill. She did something, and she created this thing that will never end. So here we are. We are an American Legion band, so next we'd like to go on and play our tribute to the armed forces. You will hear the marching songs of the Army, Navy, Marines, Coast Guard, Air Force, and on the very end, because no one's put it into a map, the new Space Force. So this is a salute to the armed forces. Next, we have a tune from the First World War, or as people called it then, the war to end all wars. They didn't know how wrong they were. But anyway, this is the one that celebrates the Yanks are coming, the ones going over to Europe to save Europe from, at that point, the Germans. So this is called Over There. So in 1943, I believe it was the German Air Force that ran the prisoner of war camps, not the concentration camps, but the prisoner of war camps. And a lot of people were escaping somehow. So somebody got the bright idea that if we took all the escape guys that got caught and put them all into one prison, we'd be able to watch them better. I'm not sure that was a great idea, because what happened after a while was 300 of them broke out at once. So this became a movie called The Great Escape, and the theme for The Great Escape, written by Elmer Bernstein, it's just the catchiest, nicest tune. So we'd like to play the theme from the movie The Great Escape. So we found a march for the Waves, and I actually was in the National Guard. I did 7 years in the National Guard, 4 years in an artillery unit because there was no opening in the band. And the recruiter said, "Just join any unit, son. As soon as there's an opening in that band, we'll transfer you right into it." I can see all the veterans smiling. So for 4 years I learned how to shoot cannons. And then I got to play the trombone in an Air National Guard band, so I was in both branches. I did not know there was a National Guard march, but there is. This is the official march of the National Guard Bureau called Always Ready. Actually, it's always ready, always there. we're going to play something, our last piece is something a little livelier. Only 6 months after the disaster at Pearl Harbor, the United States Navy was able to meet the pride of the Japanese Navy at Midway and smash a big hole in it. It was a closely run battle. Many of our people were killed, many more of theirs. But after that, it was pretty much the turning point of the war in the Pacific. After Midway, the Japanese rarely won anything, and we rarely lost one. So this is from the movie Midway. John Williams wrote this march, which I think only shows up at the end of the movie, so I think it ought to get a little more play than that. This is Midway March. Of course, that's not really our last number. The next number is, it needs no introduction, so I won't introduce it. You ready back there, Don?
Enjoy it.
Let's hear it.
Glad to have you all here. I hope we can do this as sort of an annual thing, whatever. Many thanks to the people who put this together. This park looks great. My wife and I lived in Framingham for many years. We moved away, but this is just beautiful. Thank you all. I understand there's a food truck over there. There's some sort of touch a truck thing. So if you'd like to go over there and touch a truck, I guess they're still on. Thanks a lot, and good night.
Good.